What's up? What's cracking? This is always going to be the problem with having the largest house in an area. When you've got the largest house in an area, you don't have a sufficient amount of data to get your value. Why? Because there's no other houses that big to compare it to. So now we've got to extrapolate. And the way that I've been taught and what I learned from appraisers and from multiple interviews with multiple appraisers about this subject, because this is probably one of the most asked questions about determining value for large properties. Question being, if I have the largest house in the neighborhood, how do I determine what the value is if there's nothing else that's sold nearby that's close to that size? Can I just take $1 per square foot of the highest sale that's recorded in the subdivision and apply that to my square footage to ultimately get my ARV? The answer to that is no. The reason you can't just apply it is because the smaller your house, the higher your dollar per square foot always. And so that dollar per square foot only applies to that size of a property plus or minus 200 square feet. As your property grows, your dollar per square foot diminishes. It always does. And so you can't apply that same concentrated dollar per square foot from the smaller property onto the larger property. So what I've seen appraisers do is they'll take the highest sale in the area and they'll add an additional $10,000 to $15,000 for the additional square feet. But that kind of sucks because sometimes the discrepancy between the two sizes could be 1,000 square feet, could be even more than 1,000 square feet. So now, Mr. Appraiser or Miss Appraiser, you're telling me that my 1,000 square feet difference is only worth $10,000 or $15,000? And the answer is, to a lender, that's it. And why that is because the lender can only loan on closed comparables. They can only determine value from what's closed. And since there's been nothing else that's closed that higher than the value they're giving you, unfortunately, they're not going to be able to secure that note or secure that loan against that property. So they'll only always give you $10,000 to $15,000 above.